This is the race committee. The wind sampling period is complete, and this race is live.
So we are good to go for race number 2 in the Louis Vuitton Cup. And as was discussed yesterday at the press conference, some discussion about the defender being involved in both races. But it's a valuable race practice for both teams, and this is always a grudge match. This is the 36th match all over again.
Yes, no points for this race we're just about to watch, but a lot to learn. We haven't seen either of these boats in these light conditions.
It will be Rossa Prada Pirelli coming on board. Emirates Team New Zealand in on starboard. Rossa bang on into the start box at 2:10. Good signs already. 2 minutes, and Emirates Team New Zealand are allowed in. Pretty much bang on, maybe a second or two behind. Let's go.
2, 1, forward down. Go properly line for this.
Happy one. Up the corner later, but at the moment he's staying up.
Hey, Granny 50 through.
Coming down a bit for them.
A little bit more breeze. We heard Francesco Bruni say that. You can take more risks,
they're gonna get
more involved.
Yep. Stand by, guys. 2, 1, board down.
Quite early. And switch up.
He's up.
You can miss it a bit down.
Take us is good.
Probably.
Jimmy Spittle steering Luna Rossa, heading back to the start. Still a lot of time to go.
They're just on boat low. Actually, they're below boat lay on our numbers here. They might come back right.
The Kiwi team have hitched up high.
I think if it comes back right, that will be boat lay. So just what's the wind look like?
Holding up sails.
They'll be wanting to stay up high here for a late push on the Italians, so stand by for a big charge of the system here and a late push.
About to sail into more pressure.
Could get air in about 10, I think. Yeah, they're definitely not
I think we have almost racing line, okay? Only 6 to kill. They will charge at us, 3 to kill, almost racing here, okay?
I think we're going to go.
Yeah, I agree with
Only
you.
a few seconds to lose the earth.
Good pressure on the line.
Luna Rossa waiting for the Kiwis to attack.
We have still a little bit to kill. Happy to wait? Okay, happy to go now.
I'll leave you go here.
Racing team at 4-9. Good timing here.
Inside the last 10 seconds, 2 of the slickest teams to go racing are about to fight it out in race 2.
Can hold for a while.
And they're both good to go. Race 2, Louis Vuitton Cup in Barcelona.
Super even start there, both teams. Slightly different approach, not wanting to engage, but Italians in a squeeze mode here, trying to close the gauge there with Emirates Team New Zealand.
How's it look on the right boundary?
It's good. Let's get over this line.
Let's keep VMG good here. Doing well.
The voice of Nathan Outridge, Port Helm with Emirates Team New Zealand.
And 5, 3, 2, 1, forward down. Nice placement.
It's so hard to live there, Glenn. We saw them getting closer and closer together.
I'm open pressure, I think.
I think Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli just charging the batteries a little more, accelerating, getting over speed in that pre-start, and actually hitting the line with just a little more pace, which has transpired into a little game there as we tack across to the right-hand side of the course.
Onto the water, chase 0. Pete, your thoughts on that start?
It's going to get windy.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. I thought Emirates Team New Zealand being really high like that, it was all about time on distance. Luna Rossa were right on the button in terms of their wind-up when the start went off, and they managed to gauge up underneath Emirates Team New Zealand. New Zealand now coming across to the right-hand side. Breeze-wise, it looks a lot more even than it did earlier. So I don't think it's as strong on the left as it was, but first cross coming up.
Decision time for Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli right now.
Continuing. It's a good one in 15 on the bow, I think, Andy.
And then you go all the way to there for now.
I'll keep watching on Tracy. There's a righty there, Pete.
It's nice placement, though.
Make sure to go flat on sails here.
Real nice. Shouldn't see it knock from here.
If they don't go to lay, what do you reckon?
Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli not really engaging today. It's like it's about their own execution.
They remember the penalties from the last race of the final of the preliminary regatta, where they were aggressive as anything and just got pinged by penalty after penalty.
Interesting decision there. They're obviously seen something on the bow there to actually carry on. I really thought they would have actually gone for the slam dunk on Emirates Team New Zealand there, but possibly strategically their plan was to head to the right for pressure. Next cross going to be really, really critical here. Not much in it.
Shift's going against us at the moment.
Right of way boat is Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli.
I'm really struggling with that. I'll get there.
Possibly a left turn lay
Not sure, so just try and
for Luna Rossa. Emirates Team New Zealand having to tack.
Happy to go straight if they don't take it.
Don't rush.
It is everything you expect from two of the big dogs in the regatta. A close tussle. Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli going around that left marker's you said to complete the top leg, the upwind leg, and they'll be closely followed by Emirates Team New Zealand.
All the way down.
As we are out of base. Just as the pressure that's got a nice lefty here though, right?
Happy to just keep in this lefty.
Fantastic race here. Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli
Right now I just go to boundary.
putting the clamps
Unless
on
you get a bit
Emirates
left.
Team New Zealand.
Okay, nice.
They make the gain on the left early at the bottom, so we'll be sailing back into some of this pressure, so I'd say on boundary we might lift.
Great shot of that aero screen over the cockpits of the helms. Someone remarked to me the other day, it looks like a Spitfire cockpit, an old World War II plane.
Let's go.
Certainly running on all cylinders here on the old radial in the Spitfire.
Little lefty, okay? So we are in phase.
I don't think Rolls-Royce Merlin would sound the same as what Luna Rossa are sounding like at the moment. Fantastic jibe there, pumping the cant under the boat, exiting the jibe, getting the heel transition, and then pumping the cant back out again, or easing it back
Should
out.
tow away. Yep, towing on
Nice
here.
lead there, Shirley.
Emirates Team New Zealand, though, made a gain on that right-hand side. Nothing in it now.
This looks quite good front to me.
Fantastic race here.
Lefty on the way home, same place.
Right at the bottom too.
Too close for a
Right-of-way boat, Luna Rossa.
No boats having to
I'm thinking
change course there. Absolute fantastic race. All about the pressure coming into the bottom sector of this course here now.
Now this Ferrari will be here on the upwind, starting to lift now.
This is the race committee. We are moving the Windward gate, lengthening the course to 1.5 nautical miles.
If it goes later in front, would we ever go before?
Well,
or
that's a
just
good
go right
sign.
to it now?
Good
Longer
pressure
course,
for at least 10.
more wind.
That simple. After the delayed start we had, Barcelona has come to play.
Just a low.
Slightly comfortable lay-line job. And then
You call it, mate.
Emirates Team New Zealand trying to cut down that narrow lead that Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli have.
Emirates Team New Zealand done very well on this downwind leg.
So slight left phase for us here, but it will probably get righty somewhere up this speeder. Bottom right doesn't look super strong to me.
and they gained a little on the last phase.
So you probably take the right mark with an early tap.
That stage, right? We follow. Agree. Yeah, follow.
Yep.
Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli continue to lead Emirates Team New Zealand in race 2 of the Louis Vuitton Cup, but there is nothing in it. The Italian boat goes around. Around goes Emirates Team New Zealand, the defender.
Both really aggressive one-board roundups from both teams there in this lighter breeze, just having enough grip to really rail the boats hard round that sort of hairpin turn, if you like, and nothing in this race at the
It's
moment.
okay. It looks just let's get a good lane on the
If this is a sign of things to come in the Louis Vuitton Cup,
There you go. Starting to go back.
we are all in for a treat.
I'm waiting a little longer, guys. Stand by. 3,
on board to Rossa Prada Pirelli's chase boat. Philippe Presti joins us right now, the coach. Philippe, this is a great way to start the Louis Vuitton Cup, even though for this race there are no points on board, so it's a good indicator of where you stand.
That's a great start for the boys, and always a split start, which is a little bit nerve-wracking, but it sounds like our boys read the breeze pretty nicely so far, so
I can see you're pretty
to the action.
I can see you're pretty involved there, so I'm going to leave you alone. Thanks for your time as always, Philippe.
Thanks, you're welcome.
Talking about the lead bow tack here, so expect the tack shortly off Rossa Prada Pirelli to really shut the door on Emirates Team New Zealand here. So Rossa Prada Pirelli surely obviously quite keen to protect that top right. They did make a gain there previously, and they're obviously pretty happy with the right-hand side of the course there. Having a look at the wind field though, maybe what they're seeing on the water, i.e. you can actually see a little more pressure there. Emirates Team New Zealand sailing into a little one there, but then having to tack back into a lighter puff. So Rossa Prada Pirelli obviously seeing something there. Don't want to head across to that light-hand breeze on the left-hand side of the course, left middle.
The wind farm we see is obviously real time. If you're sailing on board, you're perhaps looking further ahead.
Very similar to before. If anything, a small gain to us, but very similar. Actually, no gain. We can protect the right if we want.
Decision time, Rossa Prada Pirelli.
3, 2, 1, more down.
Back on. Thoughts, little high mode here. High wheel. Windward here. There's better breeze in 5, quite a helly one.
-1.
High wheel.
He's holding, so just... Yeah, high mode here.
Coming up on it,
Very, very difficult position for Emirates Team New Zealand to hang here. They have made a gain with their extra speed as the speed's equal.
They've got him now, mate. Close to lane.
See.
Down. Speed's in their turn in, slow.
Your wheel,
Watch the high mode after the tack.
High mode on exit, please. And button.
Oh, fantastic race here. Both boats. Now the back
currently
foot
laying at this peak. I know you're watching them, but
is
nice building.
Rossa Prada Pirelli. Big gains there around the bow.
Lead change. Lead change. How good is this?
Huge move there in that tack. Massive high slow mode there. Emirates Team New Zealand really shutting down Rossa Prada Pirelli as they come into the top part of the course here.
A huge squeeze by the Kiwis. Rossa had no chance, did he, to accelerate?
As we head towards the top gate to complete the halfway mark, we've had a lead change. Beautifully done by Emirates Team New Zealand. They now lead Rossa Prada Pirelli in race 2 of the Louis Vuitton Cup.
I think it's all clear. The last shot down the right was strong. So
this is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, shifting the course axis to 102 and lengthening to 1.55 nautical miles.
So a little wind shift and an increase in pressure. Little course change there from the race committee. Really nice positioning on that last work from Emirates Team New Zealand. A fantastic race there. Both boats really having to do everything they could to try and put the other on the back foot. Fantastic battle.
Let's go on to chase 0. Pete, how about that for a change?
Yeah, set move. I was really impressed that Emirates Team New Zealand could survive thin on the hip when Rossa tapped to leeward. And you could hear on board coming off the comms, they went into a mode change. They went into that high, lower speed but high mode, and that was what set up that lead change. So New Zealand there just showing that they've got a few gears in the toolbox.
Just going in a fast mode.
Would they... I think if they win, we'd hit at the moment.
That's because we're lifted.
Yeah. I've just got that righty now. They've jibed. Let's go.
2.
After the tack.
So there was the lead change. Let's go on board to Emirates Team New Zealand chase boat, and that's
Currently laying
Ray Davies.
Yeah, I know you're watching them, but nice building.
Still high mode.
Barely want to shut it down here on if you can. Just watch that.
on lower. Yeah, all clear.
Not sure if we're going to get
Try and hold our line, you guys. Chip in a bit.
Razor there or not, but just looking at that manoeuvre, Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli a little skid on their rudder, Shirley. I think that's what actually washed the speed off for them, so just a little ventilation there of the rudder shaft basically allowed Emirates Team New Zealand to sail up around their bow.
Gone now. We still good face.
And pressure looks good, though, what we'll jump back into soon as well.
Okay, let's go on the chase boat for Emirates Team New Zealand. Coach Ray Davies, got to have a smile on your face. That lead change, mate. Congratulations, you've been stoked, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, no, look, long way to go. I'm very stoked with that. You know, it was a pretty awesome day out here. Like, that was a great start. We thought we were going to be able to hold a little bit longer to the boundary, but Luna Rossa did a great job getting rid of us, and they had that early advantage. And the guys have sailed a fantastic race since then, getting in phase and getting that little lefty up the beat. Tricky conditions, it's actually really dynamic. It might look pretty straightforward, but there's plenty of puffs and lulls. We've seen up to 12, 13 knots and down to 7, so it's yeah, pretty tricky.
Thanks for your time, mate. We'll let you watch the rest of this one.
Thank you.
If we go straight through, we'd want to get back out here pretty
Emirates
quick.
Team New Zealand heading down to complete leg number 4, race 2 of the Louis Vuitton Cup after forcing a lead change at the top gate. They take the left-hand mark as you see it on your screen, whatever size that screen might be, and head up for leg number 5.
I just realised that, sorry mate.
Final drive for Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. They will head towards the right-hand marker as you see it and chase the defender down.
2, 1, coming up slowly.
This is the race committee. We are moving the Windward gate, lengthening the course to 1.6 nautical miles.
I think they got a big
That's just more good news for the remaining 2 races we have here today. Coming up against Britannia against American Magic, the old foe going at it as this grudge match continues.
A bit of breeze in the 20.
Little right, okay, Umbi? Thinking about going here, stand by. Going 3, 2, 1. Put pressure on the exit.
See that shift on the bow. Fantastic shot there of Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. Francesco Bruni calling the breeze in there.
To us, guys. Keep pushing.
As you heard, small game, so decision time, Emirates Team New
This is
Zealand.
a good ride, so if they let us go straight, I'm happy.
Let's go to chase 0. Pete, what are you thinking about Luna Rossa at the moment?
Stand by.
Yeah, anytime.
To me, it looks like they got a new mainsail and jib on, and I've got to say, their sails look absolutely superb. You know, some of it might be just the colour, you know, as you call it, the silver bullet, Stephen, but my word, their mainsail jib setup just looks gorgeous.
1 or 3. Hey, how far this way?
Probably 20 seconds.
Pete makes a good point. We haven't seen everything, have we, from these teams, and there's going to be more and more coming out as this summer progresses. All the sails are actually made by the same company, by North Sails, but they all have their own designers. They're all slightly different.
The old designers, you know, even though they're under the North Sails umbrella, all running their own design program, keeping everything a secret from each other, even though they're under the same umbrella. Very, very tightly guarded secrets, each team, of their structure and their design. Here in Jimmy Spittle there, Max Cunno. As the breeze goes up, they are getting to the top end of the range of these jibs that are on, sort of a J2, sort of in between a J2, J1.
2 for a ride, I think. Oh, any time now.
Button, 2, on board.
You'll see the wind up under them.
Both boats now
And they're
really
going to be just forward,
flattening
but they're
those
taking down.
sail plans off
That's right, phase again.
for maximum efficiency as the breeze increases. So the
going
wind
on
being
this
the
bit.
thrust source, needing to depower to keep the sail plan clean and keep
Put
accelerating.
them on the low, high mode.
And the gate's
The
sweet.
wind's
The
getting
gate will be
stronger.
square
To
for
think that
102.
we started the first race probably around 30 minutes late because of light air. Now suddenly it's getting stronger. So
It's about
who knows what's going to happen
10
for the
miles
final 2
away.
races of the day as this one rolls on.
Might as well.
It's got a lot more chatty on Emirates Team New Zealand, haven't they? Now they have Nathan Outridge, new for this America's Cup. I mean, he does such a good job of painting the picture.
It comes on top now, but then it goes back off again.
I think we go a little shy of ley line, guys. Hopefully it's gonna go right, stand by. Go in 3, 2, 1.
I've been doing it all the time, so right.
Should we go down ley?
I think it'll come back.
Yep, feels okay.
Yeah, we're probably right marking the earliest drive around there now.
Definitely good pressure.
Emirates Team New Zealand heading to the top gate for the final time of this second race of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. Made the pass on leg number 3, and they have just put the foot to the pedal.
We got right here at the most still.
Followed in by Lingy Red Bull Racing as they head to that top gate.
Just about the mark.
Excuse, I say Rossa Prada Pirelli. My apologies. They were thinking, how the heck did we let them get away with that?
Oh, bad catch.
Last leg, Downwind.
Yeah, Emirates Team New Zealand, 45 knot bear away speed. The Italians, 46.2 or 3.
Back now.
Yep, copy.
And only sort of 8 or 9 knots of breeze, so
About by.
fired out of the cannon downwind, sailing into the back of the pressure on the way downwind.
I've lost the spot, very good.
I noticed yesterday lots of teams practicing the tack bear away. It's a big manoeuvre and pretty handy to be able to do it well.
It certainly is, and the wind field here, looking downwind, green, more pressure, blue, lighter pressure. They'll be definitely wanting to stay out of that blue area, Emirates Team New Zealand. The decision is really on them now to actually try and jibe in front of Rossa Prada Pirelli, is my opinion of what they should be looking at doing, and sailing across into that pressure and actually taking the manoeuvre of staying in between them and their opponent to the bottom mark.
Just missing one. No, no, no.
Hey, he's just jibing to leeward.
Happy to go here, stand by. Go in 3, 2, 1.
Pretty happy to keep
As we've just talked about, Emirates Team New Zealand just doing the simple things well there. Massive, massive mast rotation there, and camber exiting that jibe to re-accelerate the boat downwind. Cam Webster, Dougal Allen, 158, 160 beats per minute on the pumps there.
Pretty nice finish here, so you're happy carrying on at this sort of
Put in the big watts exiting the manoeuvre, and then once you get to the straight line phase, back to more of a cruise phase for all the cyclors.
On to Chase Zero. Pete, what do you got?
Just since the Emirates Team New Zealand passed Rossa Prada Pirelli, I think they've extended. They're just right on our transom. We're only metres away from as they rocket to that jibe. And the choreograph of the jibe and the timing and the sequencing is impressive to watch when you're up so close.
Big gains there to Rossa, I think, Shirley. A couple of little puffs that they've linked up there, and only a few seconds in it still, even though it says 200 metres. At 40 knots of boat speed, you're covering the ground pretty quickly, so definitely still well and truly open this race.
Stick your heads up, boys.
Race 2 of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Series about to come to a finish, and there may be no points on offer, but the defender has thrown a little jab into the face of Rossa Prada Pirelli. If you want to beat us, well, this is what you got to do.
Stay on 200 cruise that way.
They get the win, followed in closely by Rossa Prada Pirelli. Both teams will have learned plenty about each other's boat performance in that one. 12 seconds the gap. That is nothing. But if points had been on the line, it would have been a different story.